Now, look, this is not your typical dry, dusty academic textbook. Not at all. It's a proven anti-corporate guide that literally strips business down to the studs. It proves you can completely toss out those bloated traditional rules, the ones insisting you need massive outside funding, miserable 80-hour work weeks, or endless planning, and actually thrive instead. So, here's our agenda for today's explainer. We're going to explore 4 unconventional stages of building a smarter business. Number 1, ignore the real world. 2, progress and making things. 3, hiring. Do it yourself. And finally, 4, building a rockstar environment. Let's get right into it. Section 1, ignore the real world. We're kicking things off by completely gutting traditional business mentalities, starting with that ultra-pessimistic concept of the so-called real world. Think about it. The real world isn't actually a physical place. On the left here, you've got your classic pessimist. They're the ones always telling you that your fresh ideas are doomed to fail. But then look over at the right, the rework reality. The truth is, the real world is just a depressing excuse people use to drag your ambitions down. It's a justification for not even trying. So when people tell you your idea won't work in the real world, just ignore them. You absolutely do not have to live in their pessimistic universe. Our culture really loves to celebrate burning the midnight oil, right? Sleeping under the desk, wearing exhaustion like it's some kind of badge of honor. But working more doesn't actually mean you care more. It just means you're using up more of the day. Workaholics actually end up creating way more problems than they solve because they just try to brute force everything by throwing endless hours at it. The real hero isn't the guy staying at the office until midnight. The real hero is the one who figured out a faster, smarter way to get things done and is already home. And that brings us to a really crucial point. We've got to stop using the term startup as a magic crutch to just ignore basic economics. A lot of new companies slap the startup label on themselves to delay that inevitable moment where they actually have to, turn a profit. But listen, a business without a path to profit isn't a business. It's just a hobby. You have to face the reality of bringing in more money than you spend right from day one. While we're at it, let's also retire the word entrepreneur. It carries so much baggage, doesn't it? It sounds like some rare, exclusive, members-only club. Instead, if you want to make a dent in the universe, just be a starter. You don't need a fancy title. You don't need a special pedigree. If you are out there creating something valuable that makes people's lives better, you're a starter. Simple as that. Section 2, progress and making things. When you're actually building your product, you need to think of yourself as a curator. You really don't need to chase every single bright, shiny idea that pops into your head. A great curator is constantly on the lookout for things to remove, to simplify, to streamline. Throwing more features, more time, or more money at a project usually just creates a much bigger mess. Instead, pare things down to absolutely only the most essential elements. I just love this quote. You don't make a great museum by putting all the art in the world into a single room. That's a warehouse. It perfectly hits the nail on the head. The best products out there are defined by the essential elements you choose to leave out, not the stuff you just blindly pack in. Editing is what creates actual value. Just stick to the essentials. And hey, if a simple 2-hour task suddenly spirals into a grueling 16-hour marathon, please don't grab your cape. Seriously, it is so much better to be a quitter than a hero who stubbornly wastes time just because of the sunk cost fallacy. When you isolate yourself to force a solution through sheer willpower, you cut yourself off from valuable feedback and you waste time you could have spent on a dozen other quick wins. Just walk away, rethink it, and quit when a task takes way too long. So, quick check-in here. Are you finding ways to rethink your own work habits so far? I really hope these unconventional strategies are sparking some genuine curiosity about your daily operations and maybe highlighting where you might be making things way harder than they need to be. Also, as a quick reminder, this explainer is created for the 10 Minutes Book Summary Definite Books YouTube channel. We are completely dedicated to bringing you the most impactful insights from the top books, efficiently and effectively. So if you're enjoying this, please take a quick second to like and subscribe to the channel for more explainers exactly like this. Section 3, hiring. Do it yourself. Never hire anyone until you've tried to do it yourself first. This is such an incredibly powerful rule. Think about it. If you roll up your sleeves and actually do the job first, you're going to intimately understand the true nature of that work. You'll know exactly what a job well done looks like, how to write a job description that's actually realistic, and what specific questions to ask in the interview. You're going to be a drastically better manager purely because you wore the hard hat yourself first. Then, when you finally sit down to review candidates, the authors offer this amazing little shortcut. Always hire the better writer. It honestly doesn't matter if they're a designer, a programmer, or a marketer. Their writing skills matter immensely. Why? Because clear writing represents clear thinking. It proves they know how to communicate, how to empathize with their audience, and how to cut out the fluff. Good writing is the ultimate defense against toxic miscommunication down the line. Section 4. Building a rockstar environment. All right, so you've hired your team. To create a culture where they can actually thrive, you have to stop writing those lame help-wanted ads looking for rock stars or ninjas. I mean, unless you're actually throwing ninja stars at the office, it's total nonsense. Instead of hunting for individual rock stars, put that energy into building a rockstar environment. We are all capable of doing great work if the environment supports it. And a great workspace isn't about having a ping pong table or casual Fridays. It is deeply rooted in giving your people trust, autonomy, and real responsibility. You don't create a culture. It happens. You have to remember that those instant cultures, the ones built on forced corporate mission statements, are entirely artificial. Real culture isn't something you can just paint on the wall. It is the natural byproduct of consistent behavior. It develops organically over time, entirely based on how you treat people and how you handle everyday decisions. And to build that kind of authentic culture, you absolutely must start treating your employees like adults. They are not 13 years old. When you force people to ask for permission for every tiny little thing or require a metaphorical hall pass just to take a break, you are creating a culture of non-thinkers who feel completely untrusted. Send people home at 5 p.m. You don't need more hours from them, you need better hours. When you stop treating your employees like children, I guarantee they will surprise you with their incredible efficiency and focus. As we wrap up this explainer, I want you to really think about this. What traditional business rule are you going to break today? Which of these so-called real-world rules are you going to dismantle in your own career? Whether it's firing that workaholic mindset, dropping the startup excuse, or just finally trusting your team like adults, you have the power to create a better way to work right now. Thank you so much for watching this explainer, which was proudly created for the 10 Minutes Book Summary Definite Books YouTube channel. If you found this breakdown of Rework valuable, please be sure to hit that like button, leave us a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible content just like this. Keep making a dent in the universe, and we will see you next time.